Dich überrascht nicht das Geräusch. Dich überrascht nicht das Prickeln.
Okay. I think we are live, aren't we? I hope so. Yeah, I think I see something. So, yeah, hi and welcome to premieres over premieres today. Yeah, doing a live stream completely in English because yeah, I think the most of my viewers are English speaking. I'm not. I'm native German, so sorry if I can't hold up a perfect grammar or something like that. And yeah, my ever first time attending an Assassin's Creed marathon and yeah, streaming Assassin's Creed Unity with no upgrades light version. I will explain later what this will mean, and yeah, after the stream today, a little premiere again. Yeah, I wrote a fanfic and it will, yeah, I will show you a little video reading thing I've done, and yeah, so if you're interested in that, you are invited to attend this as well. So, but enough of talk, let us start.
The past is not lost. The past lives inside us. Encoded in the double helix are the experiences of our ancestors. After 3 decades of research, our engineers have forged the cutting edge of biotechnological interfaces. We have unlocked the lives of our forebears. We have opened a window into the past. This is total immersion entertainment. With the press of a button, you will experience the most pivotal moments in history, all from the comfort of home. Welcome to Helix, where the past is your playground.
Very nice from you, Abstergo. So, you have to leave around 20:30. That's okay, Mariana, I'm glad you're here. So, yeah, here, it's all out of the sight from Abstergo Entertainment, so, yeah, Murder in the Levant, yeah, of course. All not playable, so we only have the opportunity to go to Jacques de Molay.
Last of the heroic Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay was a man of principle, a towering intellect, betrayed by those he trusted. In this episode of Fallen Heroes, experience Jacques de Molay's final tragic hours through the eyes of one of his closest friends and advisors.
Of course. And we will hear from that voice a lot more, because it's the voice actor from Monsieur Mirabeau, and yeah, the mentor of the Assassin Brotherhood in Paris. We will meet him later in the story.
Who goes there?
A friend of the temple.
Fluaurak. The Council's message was absolute. You're not welcome here.
I must speak with the Grand Master.
He's in session. They all are. Another day, perhaps.
King Philip disagrees.
Damn you, man. Why you're not rotting in a cell at this moment, I cannot fathom.
We are betrayed. Draw your swords, men. Defend the temple. Not you, brother. I have a different task for you. Come with me.
King Philip's moving faster than we expected.
Another hand is at work here.
Oh?
The assassins.
Assassins? I thought the Mongol Khans broke their power decades ago.
The assassins are far older than Masiev, my friend. Their anarchic delusions are virulent as the plague, and less easily eradicated. We will not prevail this night, but if you make haste, we may yet save our order.
What must I do?
Go to the tower. Take the sword and the book. Hide them. They must not fall into the assassin's hands.
Grandmaster, I will.
Okay.
Hold the bridge! Hold! Now, take a different way.
Up, Rob. Nope. That was wrong. Go back there. Now. That is a decent way to reach a rooftop.
Stop it! Don't let him through!
The tower! They've breached the tower! They've taken them!
So, we are chasing an assassin.
Hear me? Before this year is out, you will answer for your crimes before God Almighty! And you, King Philip, no punishment is too heinous for the great evil you have inflicted upon the temple! I curse you! Curse you to the 13th generation of your blood! You shall be cursed!
Consumed in flames of hunger and wrath, thus came the age of true wisdom to a blistering close. The Knights Templar, once the proud shepherds of order, peace, and illumination, were no more.
You wish your PC could run Unity?
Yeah, let's get a sniffer running. If Abstergo pings us, pull me out.
I can relate to that, Mariana.
I have a visual. Hey there. This is probably disorienting, so I'll be brief. I'm Bishop, not my real name, obviously, but that's as much as you'll get today. Please listen carefully. Abstergo is using you, hijacking your neurons to help them sift through genetic memory data. These guys have their fingers in countless corporations, governments, media outlets, and NGOs. But now, they want control over history itself. If that doesn't frame you, it should. But we're here to stop them, and I need your help. Deacon, preload gene sequence, AD16, B13, I87.
Yep, spooling it up.
Last week, we gained access to a bank of unsequenced memories in Abstergo's Helix servers. For now, we'd like you to experience a small sample. This should help you understand our struggle. And after that, you can decide for yourself what comes next. We'll be waiting.
Okay, Bishop. Yeah, Mariana, this PC thing, I can understand. I played it, as you know, on both consoles and on PC, and have the impression that Unity runs on PC more smoothly and not so glitchy. Yeah, so I can understand that. And I can understand Leo. And even if I'm not talking as much as Leo do, I hope you are entertained from me as well as
Arno.
you are from him. So.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Courage, my boy. You wait just here. I will return when this hand reaches the top.
That's forever.
Not as long as all that. And when I get back, we'll see the fireworks. And Arno, no exploring, hmm?
Yes, Father.
Yeah. Of course not. Well, yeah, his little nemesis. Okay, now I can make some options. Okay, so way too loud. English, and I will, for the German people, that's okay, hard version on, conflict, yes, friend Richard, okay, minimum, no, yes, nope, yes, nope, nope. So, I think the game options are the same.
You'd rather sit with that old prune? Come on.
So, Don't stress me, girl. Okay.
Too slow.
That's this.
My suckling pig!
Guard, attrapez-les. You're gonna get such a thrashing.
So, and as I recently learned in the stream of Leo, is this a reference to yeah, the Adam and Eve story?
Bet you can't steal one.
They are yeah, chasing and stealing the apple and escaping from the Isu and so. And yeah, didn't know that.
Thief!
So
Put that back!
he mentioned it. Yeah, I know.
Put that away now!
Somehow cute to yeah, make such a little story form and make a tutorial out of it.
You dare disobey an officer of the peace!
Hurry, through here. Did you see their faces when we stole those apples?
I'm Arno.
Elise.
I'm here with my father.
So am I. He has important business with the king.
What should we do now?
Shh. Listen. Don't worry, they'll never think to look for us in here.
It was my fault. I'm the one who took the apple.
Let's see where they're going.
Always trying to protect her.
Hurry, something's happened.
I sincerely hope this unfortunate affair does not darken your opinion of our nation.
Monsieur, if we judge nations by the character of their
Elise.
criminals,
Father?
we should all be called barbarians.
Come here, girl, now.
Father?
Hey Treviso, streaming on YouTube as well. I don't know how this works. I found here on Twitch the checkbox for send the YouTube subs. An announcement that I'm streaming on Twitch.
Come away, boy.
Oh, that's bad, Treviso, if you're not getting a notification.
Arno, look at me.
But it will always be 8 o'clock, so... You can set your own reminder if you want to.
Can't win fairly at cards, so you stoop to thieving, you bastard!
Calm down, Victor. I've only come for my watch.
It's my watch. I want it fairly.
Well, in a just world, Victor, I would agree with you, but this is not a just world. This is France.
You're a dead man.
Oh, step lightly there. You'll hurt yourself. I just had a nice chat with your brother.
Hugo, fetch the marshals.
Hold on a minute. Diable.
I've got it, Victor!
Such a cute
Sorry. Pardon, madam.
Get out of my way! Move it!
Gentlemen, please, we can come to an understanding. Please, excuse him, he's not housebroken.
Yeah. Come on.
Thick-headed blacksmith like you probably can't even read or watch.
Come over here and say that!
No.
No.
Get back here! Au voleur! Emparez-vous de lui! I'm gonna smash your skull into place!
Osnick.
Yes. A wise man knows when to admit defeat, Victor.
Ta-da! So, go to De La Serra State. Okay. Yeah, this viewpoint we're getting later. Yeah, and I think as most of the people already know, if not a short explanation, the two guys are named Victor and Hugo, and it's a reference to Le Miserable. And yeah, we will see them later again, as they are imprisoned, and Arnaud rescue them, and yeah, they are imprisoned for stealing bread. So, very well done. Oh, thank you, Mariana.
And where in God's name have you been?
Ha! Got you now, you little shit!
Just a little misunderstanding, nothing to...
Your master's harboring a common criminal. In broad daylight, he broke into my home and stole my watch.
Did he indeed? Well, I'm sure the Marshalsea would be more than willing to sort this out.
Sort what out, Olivier?
A most serious accusation against your ward, sir.
He robbed me.
Of what, precisely? Wait for me in my library.
A little short grin.
Don't give me that look. Victor cheats when he plays Pharaoh. Everyone knows it.
Arnaud? Who are you talking to?
No one, monsieur.
You'll be happy to learn I persuaded Olivier to leave off calling the Marshalsea. Again.
Je vous remercie, monsieur.
What is this? The 6th time? The 7th? Perhaps a new hobby might be better for your health.
Well, I find playing cards affords many opportunities for fresh air and exercise.
We'll talk about this later. I have business in town and must collect Elise before I can attend to it.
Elise is here?
Only for the night. She returns to Paris first thing tomorrow.
She'll need an escort, won't she, with you so preoccupied?
One of you running amok is quite enough. Remain here and see if Olivier has any chores for you.
I'm sure he does.
What was that?
Give my regards to Elise.
Yeah. So, that was the first memory. Already done, and I think it was, if I remembered right, yes, a chest. Hello.
Un mélange d'une part de farine avec une part de figure. Pas ce qu'il en dirait.
think we can collect that before we go to the next mission. The missions are really short, so we have time for this. Come on up. First cocaine. Estate General.
Thrown out onto the street yet?
Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you?
It'd break my heart.
Olivier, if I weren't here, who'd do all your work for you?
The horses need brushing, boy. Get to it.
Certainement, monsieur.
Yeah, he has a lot of fans.
Sire de la Serre, wait! Nom de Dieu. Nom de Dieu, nom de Dieu.
Some trouble, mon ami?
A letter for Sire de la Serre. It's very important.
Oh, calm yourself, Perrault. That letter won't reach Monsieur de la Serre any faster if you drop dead of exhaustion. Give it here. I'll catch him.
You must receive it today. It's very...
Very important. Yes, I heard you the first time. I'll see that he gets it.
Monsieur de la Serre! Stop!
Make way, make way!
Yeah, chasing a carriage.
Monsieur de la Serre!
There he is.
His excuse.
Bastard.
Wrong carriage. What I need is a bird's eye view.
Now we can get the viewpoint. And who was wondering why I called this random carriage guest a bastard? That was Jermaine. And yeah, we will see him later. Again and again and again. Yeah, I know, we are SD. Are you going to procure down this viewpoint to keep the first leap of faith for later? Yeah, Trev, I will. How couldn't I not? After...
There you are.
Okay, don't do anything wrong now. Okay. Gotcha. No. Sweetie. Can I? Sorry! Was only a half one.
Un amant surpris par le mari.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Trev. Oh, damn it!
Hey, you know the
Damn!
Back of the line.
Okay, done it so often, and that is... that doesn't happen to me at all. It's the first time. It's because I'm so ashamed of the mini leap of faith. Okay, we're doing this slowly. Your heart broke now, Trev. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm too. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Si tu pars maintenant, tu le seras sûrement évadé d'un asile.
I remember right. And I know I do. Oh, I'm very relieved that you are that you are surviving, Trav. Couldn't ever forgive myself if that would be my fault. That's the reason why Leo is a master and I'm not. Okay, Mariana, thanks for attending.
Nos deux bestiaux nous ont abandonnés les uns après les autres. Restons-en là, voulez-vous? Que croyez-vous? Il a transmis sa faiblesse au reste de la race.
Yeah, see you later, Mariana. I think for the youth stream you're back again, aren't you?
À laquelle je me fais gloire de commenter.
Is he still Where the devil are
they? Un long intervalle s'était écoulé depuis les dernières tenues des États généraux. Et quoique la convocation de ces assemblées parut être tombée en désuétude, je n'ai pas balancé à rétablir un usage dont le royaume peut tirer une nouvelle force et qui peut ouvrir à la nation une nouvelle source de bonheur. La dette de l'État, déjà immense à mon avènement au trône, s'est encore accrue sous mon règne. Une guerre dispendieuse,
So,
mais
who or what will take its place? Another king? A council of capable men?
That is the question, isn't it?
A truce, then.
What the devil was that about? Now, we can resolve this without recourse to violence, can't we?
Get him, Hugo!
I suppose not.
Get him, Hugo!
Easy, big fella.
Ouch.
think you can stop? Hand over the watch!
It's my watch!
Get him, Hugo!
Not your day, is it, Victor?
Open up in there!
To your health, gentlemen.
You, boy! Stop! What are you doing there?
Running!
Yeah, I
He's getting
know.
away!
Ouch! Ouch!
I see ya!
No, you don't.
No getting back in there now. Catch them back at home, I suppose.
Yep. So. Yeah, I know. Thank you very much. Okay. I think we're going on collectibles. Because when I'm doing the next sequence, we are ending in the Bastille, and I'm not going to yeah, I don't have the chance to do any Versailles thingies, so yeah. But yeah, first things first. It's easier to get the viewpoint and then doing a little bit of side thingies. Come on. Oh, damn, it's so far away. Excuse me! What are all the people doing here? Oh, that's a chest. Ha ha ha. And it's in here. Hello. Travi, that is my quote. Ooh, people, not a fan. Ask my best girlfriend. Was there a chest? Nope. Okay. So we can go here. There. Come on. Thank you. No. time I will try to not to break Trevi's heart. I will try as hard as I can. So pretty. Oh, come on, Trevi. Give me a chance to make it to make it undone. Okay. Go down here. Go down there. See? No. I can do that. Ta-da! What? It was no drop of faith only. Oh, come on. So, there are chests. Yay! Oh, I love this. I so damn hope that Origins will have that as well.
Venez plutôt vous dire mon temps ma compagnie, bien sûr. Vous verrez, je ne suis pas farouche.
Okay, so we're selling that as a drop of faith and not a leap of faith. So okay, I'm in it. No hopping, just taking. Now, here, thank you. Yeah, 354. I like to just parkour around here. So nice. Oh, is that the chest with the enemies? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, Trevi, any thoughts? Should I try it as Leo did it, or come back later? I don't know. I'm not Leo, okay. I don't know if I can do that. Okay, I try. Okay, hey dude.
Don't run off! I'm a good guy! Good at smashing, ripping, tearing, and the odd amputation!
Yeah, come on. No. I think I must wait until it's orange or something like that. Wasn't it that way? I think it was that way. Needs to be orange. Okay. So, come on, dude. Here. No, look at me! Oh, damn it. Are they serious? Come on. Hey there. Ah.
Hey! You want me to find a nice convenient lamppost to hit you up on? You can't just ignore me, you idiot!
Oh, I can. Okay.
You obviously don't give a toss about living, which is good, because I don't give a toss about killing you. Come here. Stop there, citizen.
Okay, I'm out.
Too slow. Might as well stand. Come back and die like the brat you are.
No, thank you.
Up and bloody disappeared, he did.
Yeah, go away. That's fine. Go away. Both of you. So, now, next one.
Where are you going? I want to play too. I've got a great game where I rip your bloody head off.
Come here, buddy. Yeah, that's a real cool tactic. Thank you, Leo. Okay, this dude is not sleeping. But I think if I'm fast enough... Yep. Good night, buddy. Thank you, Travi. We should thank Leo in his stream later. Okay. It is the other way. Chest here? No. I don't have the rolling thing. So, I know here's a cocaine. Oh god. I did play that game so often that I already know. Oh no. Wasn't here, I think. Wasn't it? I knew it! As I said. So, do some color thingy. Thank you. Yeah, I know. The updates are sometimes so stupid.
Cette énergie.
So, I think that was another chest with enemies, wasn't it? You can turn then, you can turn them off, but no enemies. Okay, cool. But yeah, sometimes they're helpful, but most of the time they are annoying. So mostly when I'm tracking the mass events, they are helpful, but yeah, the other times are mostly not. Where is it? There is it. As I said, I knew here was a cockade. It's going to be strange when we are in Paris and I remember all the chess.
Un homme comme on en voit peu.
I think that was... Yes. Enemies. How did Leo that done, I think? It was here.
You gutless minnow! I'll rearrange your bloody spine! Come here! Stay right there!
Come on, buddy. Come on here. Okay, that's cool. You fucked up here? Really? Okay, let me see. Come on, dude. You see me, don't you? You saw me. You saw me the first time. Come on. Someone? Hello?
You trying to be a pain? Bloody I know all about pain.
Okay. One can I fight? I don't know how they don't see that. I don't know. I simply don't know. Because the first time we're on the corner, they are all looking at me, and now they don't give even a shit about it. So I have no clue. Don't ask me, Trevi. Played that so often, but yeah, the RNG is really powerful here sometimes. Oh, it is there. Okay. Did I already collect it? No, I didn't. So. And enemies? No enemies. don't wanted the job, but it's okay. So any hidden things here? No.
Oh.
Out of my way.
Bienvenue, monsieur.
Yeah, refill. Come on. Thank you.
Avec le premier venu.
And the chest was it upstairs? Yes. That's scary.
Tu le sais très bien.
Non, justement. Oh, il va au diable.
Okay, that as well.
Je comprends bien. C'est embarrassant. Ma parole.
So now, I know somewhere here. Oh, okay, no, it's only one chest, and I have all the cockades. Cool. Coolio. So. Oh. How could anybody not love this? Okay, sorry, the fangirl. Somebody hope for any claims about things that are not working or mechanics that are lousy or something like that. Nope, that is not the stream for that. This is a totally fangirl, so you will not hear anything like that from me. Because, yeah, I'm not a gamer who is so yeah, engaged with game mechanics or something like that, so I like this game even with all the glitches and things that are not working how they should. Even if I can understand all the hate and critics and something like that, but yeah, that are all things that doesn't count for me at all. So most of the time I'm not engaging in this kind of discussions. Doom! Ah, enemies. Okay, what was Leo's tactic here? I think going down here. And let this dude see us. Hello.
Get back here, you prat! I got 10 inches of steel for you! Hey, talking to you, you Horson.
Oh yeah, come here. Ooh, the next one. Oh, that's so kind from you. Thank you.
So cold. Sweet dreams.
Yes, good night. And he's standing with God damn! Yeah, sometimes you just have to. Sometimes luck is on our side. Yes, that's a cool sentence for that.
bien, il va falloir.
Need to have. Thank you, Trev. So, chest. There. Don't tell you that it's that this was going so smoothly. He will hate me for that, I think. Maybe. Come on. Okay, no outfits yet. Okay, I think I have to activate Eagle Vision because if I remember right, somewhere here were a cocaine or something like that. No? No. Okay. Is there standing a guy on the roof? Trevi, do you see that? What is he? What is he doing there? That are my roofs. Go down, dude. Oh, God damn it. Sometimes, really. No, I didn't mark it. No. But I think... No, Unity is not broken at all. No! But I think it's funny. I think it's funny. No, I don't want to let you going into this house. I want to go that way. So, but now... How can I get that chest without fighting this guards? Because that guards will enter the fight as well. Come on. Leave it. I know they will attack me when I'm open the chest. Can I try that.
know you've broken the law.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, so slow.
Oh, Sainte Vierge.
Je préfère C'est une tradition dépassée, vieillotte.
There you are.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, man. Oh, that was new. That was a move I didn't ever saw, I think. Okay. That worked. Yeah, open and run might have been easier, but I think so it was cooler. Or not? Oh look, a cockade. No, first that chest. It's above.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry guys, I'm stealing your goods.
Ooh.
Sorry, not sorry. Because I'm poor and I need the money. Where it is? Here? Yeah, tree hopping. Ah, up there. Okay. Can I hop here? No. Was pretty good. Okay, it's like if Leo's saying, yeah, that's quite good. So now that one, and wait a sec. Oh, someone wants to attend. And need my Twitch name. So now, there, okay. Oh, that was another one with enemies. Let's check that out. Yeah, come on.
Franchement, je n'en peux plus. Regarde ça. Come here, you maggot! I'll grind your boneless spine to powder!
Yeah, come on. Come here.
Hey! Hold still, you runt! I've got a message for you! Shift your ass here, now! Damn pillock! You can't just bloody do what you please on my patch!
Oh, I can.
Easier than counting to 10 to have you drawn and quartered, you shit!
So, now.
Bring in the good type!
Wasn't he yelling in Leo's stream as well? Even if he's in my attack. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Come on, dude. Headlock. Thank you, chef. I know I can count on you and your English thingies. Oh no!
I don't give up, you horseman!
Vous devez nous retrouver ici. Le vois-tu beaucoup? Si je voulais, j'en ferais autant. J'ai bien conscience, crois-moi.
Come, go back to your chest. Nothing to see here. Da da da. Two. And that is that way. Out of my way. I'm running here.
Un divertissement intéressant. Calme-toi. On vient de trouver une solution.
Go.
Mon Dieu. Attention,
Taking this route. Is it inside? No, it's above. And here inside. Come on. So, that one. Come on. And I'm missing one cockade. I hope I find them. Let's see. Can you please open that chest? Thank you very much. I think it was that way. Oh, I know that where it is. Oh. Was it that tree? No.
Il se préoccupe. Pardon.
Excusez-moi.
J'espère bien.
I think. Yeah, it was that tree. There it is. That is scary. That is really scary.
N'est-ce pas un peu inconvenant? Qu'en dit votre père? C'est totalement différent.
Two, chest. And the last one, and I think then we have Versailles on 100%. Oh, mark this. Thank you. Normally I did this, then I'm coming back to Versailles with Rise of the Assassin, but first time I did it on in the status of the game. But it was fun. Open window. So now we can go to main mission. And that's the last mission for today. A really nice one, I think. Oh. Every time. So, just coming. High society.
Bonsoir, Olivier. Has Monsieur de la Serre returned?
Senor de la Serre is not expected until late.
Ah, well. I suppose I'll just pass the time with Elise, then.
Don't get your hopes up just yet. Mademoiselle is at a private soirée, in her honor, at the palace.
A party? I wasn't invited.
Neither were the horses.
I'm sure she just misplaced my invitation. I'll find my own way in. How late is late?
Perhaps an hour, perhaps 3, perhaps not at all. I do not question the comings and goings of my betters.
I'll just wait here, then.
Mm-hmm. No, you don't.
Mais ce n'est pas pour moi.
Pourtant, je vous imagine. J'opterai pour la bouclée, pour la valtaille. N'est-ce pas un peu inconvenant?
Elise never enjoyed these high society balls. She'll be home soon.
Should.
Les tragiques. Too depressing.
Yeah, reading wasn't his favorite.
Memoir de Monsieur d'Artagnan. Elise's favorite. I could just slip it under the door. He'd see it the instant he returned.
Hop, hop.
There. Safe and sound, and only slightly delayed. And now, to the palace. I couldn't sneak through a sewer in these threads, much less a ball. Here, here, mon ami. Let me take care of that.
Well, thank you, young man.
Maximilien Robespierre. No guest.
Arno. Le Chevalier du Télème.
Invitation, s'il vous plaît.
About that, I had one, of course, but on the way...
No invitation, no admittance. Now clear the queue. Next, please.
Hi, Sivier. See you later, dude.
Charles Gabriel Siver. 2 guests. Next, please.
Yeah. Welcome to a Templar party.
Quite the turnout.
2 guests.
Je vous imagine bien la bague au doigt.
Oh, ne m'en parlez pas.
Sneaking tutorial.
Messieurs, une demoiselle a besoin
C'est une tradition dépassée, vieillotte.
en discours.
Monsieur Chrétien, la première.
Je suis un et c'est moi qui devrais faire attention à mes dires. Il prétend se récompenser à partir de la liberté de parler malin. Il y a du cidron dans cette pièce. Et c'est moi qui devrais faire attention à mes dires.
Mais l'autre. Capitaine Frédéric Rouille.
Rui is attending this as well. Okay. They're all here.
Let's just put in a short appearance to be polite. I'm tired.
As you said, practically with arms, and they're having a party.
What's this party for, anyway?
Not sure. Some kind of confirmation ceremony for the De La Serre girl.
Come on. Thank you. Don't want to wait the whole evening here for you turning around. Yeah, cut that thing.
Bugger.
Is it shift change yet?
Come back to the party!
Come on, go away. Thank you.
Look at that one. Pretty sure his shoes cost more than my rent.
She does. And to God, her wig had a birdcage in it. Little doves fluttering around.
You up there! Stop! Get down!
Will you let me back in if I do?
What? Certainly not!
Well then, if it's all the same to you, I think I'll stay up here.
Mm-hmm.
Come here!
Yeah. So...
I'll see you in the garden later, yes?
Of course.
Ugh. If we could then just step now, but we couldn't.
Quite the turnout this evening.
I can't remember the last time we were all together like this.
It must have been that business with,
And I would thank you not to speak of that.
Madam.
Yeah, I know. Can't change history. Your Acaster didn't do that. Yeah, I know.
M'accorderiez-vous cette danse pour gentilhomme?
Merci. Un autre jour.
Every woman is like...
Sure, the plebs would riot this
air.
afternoon.
King, new taxes are not a word of concession on a matter of representation.
Louise appears.
What the lower classes have always needed is a firm hand.
And so I said to her, Marie.
You call her Maurice?
Of course. I've known her since we were girls. We're practically sisters.
You and the Queen.
That's what I said.
The queen who grew up in the young and goes by Antonia among her intimates.
Did you see what she's wearing?
Spread out.
What do you expect?
Yeah, it's
I'll
really
not be made a mock of by the likes
like
of him.
if you're walking
I hear she's
for
going to
real
walk down the dockside bar.
in Versailles. It's very, very authentic, I would like to say. Yeah, look at this. Gosh. Oh yes, I should follow Elise. Sorry!
She always did love the chase.
Yeah, and I get here earlier if I could run a little bit. No.
You seem to have caused quite a commotion.
Well, what can I say? You were always a bad influence.
Oh, you were a worse one. Are you wearing one of my father's suits?
Are you wearing a dress?
Don't even start. I feel like a mummy wrapped up in this thing.
Must be quite an occasion to get you so fancy.
It's not like that. Truth be told, it's a lot of ceremony and pontification. Dull as dirt.
Well, when you don't invite me to your parties, everyone suffers.
I did try, but my father was adamant.
Your father?
Who's in there? Ouvrez!
Go. I'll distract them.
What? You're kicking me out?
It's complicated. I'll explain later, but for now, out the window.
Oh, no. You're not turning this into a repeat of that apple orchard.
Stop being such a baby. I'm sure there aren't any guard dogs this time. Go!
Look at this smile. Oh.
Oh my. That wasn't the billiard room at all, was it?
We are pursuing an interloper, Mademoiselle de la Serre. Have you seen him?
No, I didn't think they can climb stairs. Not with those little hooves. And how did they get out of the royal menagerie?
Not an antelope, an interloper. A suspicious person. Have you seen anyone like that?
Oh, there was Madame de Polignac. Her hair has a bird in it. I think she stole it from the royal menagerie.
Please move aside.
This dialogue is really funny. Leo was right.
Could have been on party duty, but no.
Waste of time. There's nobody out here.
I didn't dream it.
No, I was too fast, I think.
Hold on 1 second.
You're no
Yes,
better than
I
the
was.
thugs.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Here.
Jimo, come on.
Ow! Ow!
Oh.
Ouch! Damn it!
Yeah.
God damn it! No!
Awesome! Get him! After him! You would.
Yes, I was too fast. Oh, hey, Leo. And welcome back, Mariana. No, it was a lousy fight. I don't want to fight. Okay. Wasn't here a guard? No? Okay. What
Who's even going to come out here?
10 to 1 I end the night cleaning a rich man's vomit off my shoes.
I didn't, but I did so many playthroughs and I didn't ever miss that 100%. Oh, god damn it! Ugh. Only because of impatience.
You all right, monsieur? Too much of the king's champagne? Monsieur? Monsieur de la Serre? Monsieur de la Serre!
It looked cool. Yeah, thanks, Leo.
Guards! Help! Murder!
Bon Dieu, he's killed Lord de la Serre.
No, Mariana, I'm not finished because I 100% Versailles with all the chests and cockades, so I'm not finished yet. And yeah. Yeah, I think Versailles did go very well. Don't know, Trev, what are you saying about this? And no, it's not over, Treviso. We're going into the Bastille, and after that I will play the premiere of my reading video thingy of my fanfic. So if you want to watch this as well, you should stay. So Trevi, you know that Leo could watch the stream and should prove you. So no, he's right, Leo. I wasn't better than you are. So yeah, but I fucked the first viewpoint up, no. So I think we are even also.
Damian wielded the knife. Please, have mercy.
Gallia est omnis divisa in partes tres.
They're killing us! Oh God, have mercy! They're killing the prisoners in here!
That's enough of that, you degenerate!
Donation.
Where am I?
In hell.
I think the most funniest parts with the Marquis de Sade are coming later in Tour de Mirac, and yeah, especially the dialogue before the Le Pelletier assassination. That's hilarious, funny, I think. Yeah.
Oh God! It's inhuman!
So,
blood.
Yes.
So much blood!
Game has to stop here. But that's for tomorrow. I hope the stream doesn't break if I'm... no, I will do this other way around. Nope. Where is it? Oh, there it is. think that should work, I hope. Couldn't read chat at the moment, so yeah, if you want to say something to me, you must wait until this video. And yeah, for everyone who don't want to be spoiled, I think 4 persons watching, 3 of them already knew the story, so the possibility is really low for that. Yeah, spoilers ahead, and yeah, hope you enjoy, and yeah, hope to see you tomorrow again. Greed ends, greed begins. Nothing is true, everything is permitted. We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins. All that we do, all that we are, begins and ends with ourselves. Paris, Yves Saint Louis, April 1799. Brother. There it was, the unmistakable sound of a heavily armed man who had no fear of the consequences such an appearance might bring. Adelaide had only dropped her attention for the fraction of a lash stroke. Now she bit down inconspicuously on the inside of her lip and scolded herself for her negligence. Carefully and barely holding her breath, she dared to shift her side toward the entrance to her right, where the sound had originated. She had guessed correctly. That was him, unmistakable, even though his appearance no longer resembled the image of him that she had remembered. Gone was the characteristic blue coat, replaced by gloomy-looking leather. The rapier exchanged for a sword with an eagle's head, and a pair of golden eagle wings. Unmistakable for those who knew what they had to look out for, however, was the distinct left-hand bracer, giving credit to the hidden blade's name. New to her were the thick high boots, which certainly made sneaking an easier exercise. Everything about him screamed assassin to the initiate. Didn't even need the characteristic obviousness of the hood. What had led to Arnaud Victor Dorion no longer belonging with the Brotherhood? Within a second, sudden alarms shrieked in Adelaide's head. Something crackled in her neck, which she clearly perceived as a threat. As unobtrusive as possible, she sank her gaze into the cup of coffee, which still stood steaming in front of her. She concentrated and spread her aggravated perception only to meet the sensation of the danger source apparently doing exactly the same thing. She did not dare to throw Dorian a glance at this moment. She had heard enough stories, rumors, and whispered to know that he would now perceive every wrong impulse. What surprised her more was that this threatening feeling withdrew as if it hadn't been there at all, and from the entrance bright children's laughter drifted to her. "And this is all yours, Arnaud? Incredible!" Adelaide's eyes flashed a heartbeat to the entrance to capture an astonishing picture, and Arnaud, who was pushed aside by a boy not older than 13 years, so that he could storm into Café Théâtre. With large child's eyes, his boy looked around while Arnaud showed the way for him with a short flickering smile.
"Welcome to my home, Léon. Take a look around, and when you're done, just come up to the first floor."
This voice, it sounded the same as Adelaide remembered it. Although the memory was from a long time ago, it triggered a gentle smile. "All right," resounded from the boy, who continued his stormy and unabashed exploration of the establishment. Adelaide's eyes followed the boy, and again she let her attention wander for a moment. Immediately she was punished for it. Almost too late, she noticed the rather slow stroll of the assassin toward her. Like a burning in her face, she could feel his gaze, resting and looking at her. "Just don't breathe too hard or behave strangely," the thought flashed through her head as she lifted her coffee to her lips again. Giving herself the semblance of enjoyment, she half closed her eyes, hoping that the redness on her skin would not rise to her neck. What was he likely seeing? The dark brown hair, which today was tucked into a daddle hairstyle matching her appearance, the slim figure equipped with muscles in the right places, the delicate pallor of her powdered skin, the green eyes, Or did he even recognize her? Adelaide hardly dared to put down the cup of coffee again, and was relieved when the menacing shadow retreated from her, the air returning to her lungs. She knew that if she should rise now, she would likely have his blades in her body faster when she might say, "Brother." Dorian had always been known for his impulsive nature and stubbornness. Nothing made her believe that this Arno, now in his early 30s, had changed much. So she took the newspaper lying on the table, hoping to sink back into inconspicuous subtlety. Adelaide's muscle ached from the sheer tension as Arno finally disengaged himself from his employee in the lookout, directly to the left, the entrance near the stage. He took a fresh cup of coffee and seemed to be moving up toward the first floor. Adelaide's gaze followed him only briefly, furtively, as to ensure that he had not changed his mind. She waited a few breaths after he disappeared, and finally put the newspaper aside. Without ostentation, she drank her coffee and then searched her purse for money. She left a reasonable sum in coins and rose at last. Looking around, as if she wanted to make sure she did not leave anything, she finally turned to go. As soon as she walked onto the street, she spread her senses as far as she could, and she did well. She could feel his presence above her on a balcony. It did cost her an immense effort of will and strength not to look upwards, or even to run away. The first rule of staying hidden in plain sight had always been to keep calm. And precisely that was more important than ever at this moment, because she was being watched by someone well versed in these rules and techniques. Therefore, Adelaide decided not to apply the same to him here and now. It would only attract his attention further. So she strolled over the street with swinging skirts like any young lady, the appearance of which she'd wanted to give herself, and strayed ambitiously away from the cafe. Again and again she gave her special senses a pulse to find out whether he was following her. It was only a few blocks down the road that she had enough security to use the next street corner to submerge purposefully. Even with the begging skirts, it was easy for her to blend with the shadows. She took advantage of the numerous groups of people to move from one niche to the next, and finally found what she was looking for, an open home's entrance. Determined and quiet as a cat, she was driven into one of the empty rooms. With a relieved sigh, she peeled off the flowing skirts and released her cloak from its hiding among them. Selective and just relieved, she pulled her curly hair and tied it together at the neck. Then jacket's hood overshadowed her face. Adelaide felt more like herself again, even though she painfully missed her hidden blade. No longer bound by the hustle and bustle of skirts, she strived to reach the upper floors, and found an open window to reach the rooftops of Paris. She allowed herself only a short moment to enjoy the view before she began her hasty and ambitious course to her destination. Adelaide struggled to forget the oppressive feeling of her encounter with Norio, as the experience of it made it itself painfully present again. She had just stepped on solid ground as she left the roofs, and was again punished for her lack of caution. She had slipped down a building and had not paid much attention to the open door behind her. A mistake that was corrected when a muscular arm wrapped vigorously around her throat and pulled her into the darkness of the house. She heard the characteristic metallic snatch of a hidden blade and felt the cold steel on her left carotid artery. Adelaide's reactions were trained through difficult training sessions, and so there was no great amount of thought. She threw herself to the side and rammed the body behind, her right elbow in the pit of its stomach. It lacked the desired effect. All she heard was a dull "ugh" and a snap back of the blade. Good, at least a little improvement of her situation. Obviously, her opponent didn't want to kill her at once. That gave her the time to use her other elbow while at once trying to loosen the steely grip on her throat. Both of these, however, brought her even less than before. Only when she crashed her head backwards and hopefully against her opponent's nose did she win her freedom, in painful memory that she was neither in possession of her blades nor her rapier, Adelaide preferred to seek her salvation and escape. Leaving the dense swaths of smoke from a dropped bomb, she began to disappear through the still open door, stumbling across the doorsill due to the jostling shoulder in her back. No fancy roll saved her from her stumble, and she knew that she had missed her chance to escape. She felt the relentless grip on her neck, and her muscles protested vehemently. She was pulled back tightly, dragged into the house, and pressed against the nearest wall. This time, the arm across her throat left little room to breathe. Gasping, she wriggled in the grip and felt that her opponent used his greater reach. He kept his distance and merely pushed her air off. His free hand was used to pin her right wrist beside her head on the wall. Even when she tried to kick the ankle of her opponent, he only parried and stepped deliberately back.
A wildcat is easier to control than you, hussy.
Dorian finally growled, panting.
Will you ever give up, so I can ask you a few questions?
Did she actually hear a glimpse of amusement? That I've never learned, she croaked breathlessly to his question.
Well, obviously not.
Yes, this time it was clear. The situation amused him. He dismissed his hold on her, and she collapsed a little, gasping and struggling for breath.
So,
was all that came from him as he took a step back and watched her. He fumbled a handkerchief out of his coat and looked after his busted lip, which had obviously been affected by her head, striking him. Adelaide cautiously scrambled to stand and raised her glance to him. Dark, non-identifiable as grey or brown, his eyes. He eyed her with a variety of looks that ranged from suspicious to curious. Hardly a few things were still remembered but the look of these eyes, which she hid in her memories. He had changed a lot. So? She finally asked back, awaiting. That prompted him to put the handkerchief away, sigh softly, and fold his arms across his chest to look at her more intensely.
I don't think we have to play each other about being anything else than what we are. So, where were you in the cafe? And why does the Brotherhood watch me, even after such a long time?
They had warned Adelaide that Dorian was smarter than he often appeared. She herself had never been able to enjoy a taste of that, so this now gave her the obvious proof. Well, after her change of outfit, there was really no longer any doubt about her affiliation, but when he immediately concluded it was the Brotherhood, that had surprised her, informing her next attempt. Who told you that I belong to the Brotherhood and when they sent me? I could be a free operating assassin who was waiting for you for whatever reason in your cafe. She bit her lips again. The twinkle in his eyes told her that she had just stupidly betrayed herself by admitting to have been waiting for him. She straightened herself, feverishly thinking about how she could escape this situation. She knew her skills, and she now had an idea of his. The scale was not really balanced. With the worried frown, she noticed a soft smile.
To be honest, I just don't know if you're serious about it, or if you just want to play games like a cat with a prey. I personally am very far away from the latter.
The last part of his answer was clearly something menacing. Adelaide suspected that she would not be able to drive this game too far. Be assured only of one thing. I will not harm you, and neither will the Brotherhood. If you just let me go my way now, you will never even see a hair of me again. Does that sound acceptable to you, monsieur? It was an attempt, a worse one, she knew that. But who should condemn her? As if to emphasize her words, she raised her hands, not without shifting her way a little, and then, in the next moment, a desperate jump through the still open door. Miraculously, this act of desperation was actually not withheld by her opponent, and she could use her momentum to look for the best route onto the rooftops. She could feel that his eyes followed her. Why his body did not, she did not have the slightest idea. Adelaide was only glad that she had come across more information. However, the council would probably be displeased that now another assassin would have to take over her task. Dorian had seen her face, and he would make observing him again a difficult, if not impossible task.